everyone. It's been a while since I've been here on YouTube. Summer's very busy, but in all the good way. So going to the pool, going to the beach. My husband and I just came from a trip down to Mexico, and that was a lot of fun. We're also helping out in our local church, so wherever they need help, we try to be a part of that. And then of course, birthdays are coming up. Well, almost my whole family has birthdays in the spring and summer, so it's just lots of celebrating and lots of fun, and I just love it. I love summer. There's still some time where I get to scrap, and one of my goals for this year is to finish the family 2019 scrapbook album, and I'm just a bit behind, and by that I mean, like, I wanted to be on schedule. Like, if June came, I was going to document June of 2019, and then so now we're in July, and I have a little bit of June and July left, so not too far behind. I'm about like a month behind. The year 2019, I didn't take a lot of photos because I was pregnant, and I was very tired for my second time around being pregnant. There's just not a lot of photos. I wasn't going to a lot of places. My husband was the one that was doing a lot of play dates and stuff, and I would stay home and take naps. I was really tired, but there's still some to document. I don't have 25, 35 layouts. I think I have 15, 13 or 15. And that means one spread and then a spread in the back. So that's why I say 13 to 50. So this is the first one I made, and I think I have this process posted on YouTube, how to start a scrapbook album. And anyway, so you can go check that out. For this, I made a sequence mix. I really wanted this one to be different than the others. The January is old school pink paisley. I know it's a Project Life kit that I saw on Tuesday morning. This has rounded corners, so it has to be from the Gather collection. This is from All Heart. This is from All Heart. I used All Heart mixed with that Project Life kit. And then this is just something I had lying around from Pink Fresh, which went really well with this Project Life kit because it has some reds. And this is my title page. I don't usually have just one page of the family. It just kind of starts from the month of January. That's how all my albums start, my yearly albums. We made an announcement that Mila is going to be a big sis to our family. This was the photo text. Okay. And in the back here, we have my sister. She made her announcement of the gender of her baby. And then just some play dates here. I always take a picture of my daughter sleeping in her car seat because it's very, very rare. And so I feel like I have to document it. This is old Project Life kits. That is from Dear Lizzie, but I think it's like notes and things, very old stuff. I think for some reason I wanted to use up my stash in this layout. Then we have February. I made my own cards mixed with just like random cards from Project Life, old collections that I thought were very Valentine's-y. And then I don't know, I know this is crepe paper. I think I have just bits and pieces of Valentine's Day collections crepe paper came out with. And so I kind of have it all in one bag because I don't have the full Valentine's collection. Here we are in Texas, and I was feeling very nausea. I was 8 weeks, so yeah, it was just beginning. And we always go get some donuts for Valentine's Day. You have to wake up very early because they sell out probably by 8 o'clock. And then here I used the Maggie Holmes collection. I know this is just bits and pieces that I have I have this container here, and it just says crepe paper scraps, and yeah, like cut apart, I just keep it there. And then I have a ticket because we went to go see Bethel, and I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's the guy from the merch from Bethel, or is he the bass player, the drummer? My sister would know. Anyways, my husband, anytime we're in Texas, he wants to go to the beach, and there's my daughter looking at me like, why can I get in? And I'm always telling my husband, like, she's not gonna understand. I love this picture of her. And then because we weren't going to be there for Easter, my stepmom did like a glow-in-the-dark Easter egg hunt. Oh my gosh, it was epic. If you haven't done that with your kids, do it. Especially if you have older ones who are like too young for egg hunts. Do a glow-in-the-dark one. you might get some yeses on that one. The next one is March. So it looks like I only have one page per month. Like I said, I wasn't taking too much photos. This is March and I used Willow Lane. I have this on my Instagram and I used a chipboard on this one. I wish I took more pictures of myself, but like I said, I was pretty much laying down in bed and I wasn't sick. I was just tired. I would be tired by like 3 in the afternoon. I love this picture of my little girl. I asked her, "What you doing?" And she's like, "Scrapbooking like mama." Little Target date here with caramel, depending on where you're from. Popcorn. I was trying to take a picture of her, but she was at that age where she doesn't even notice the camera. Like she's just so busy into all the things, right? Little thing here where I pull out and all my details of what I'm feeling for my second trimester. Yeah, I love the way this came out. I finally took out Willow Lane and played with it because I was kind of hoarding it for a second. I like how they had a patterns 6x8 pad and then they had like a more icon paper pad. That was really neat, especially if you do Project Life. So it's not so busy. We're celebrating our 7th anniversary. That's what that's for. I think I have 7 stars here. We went to the Pioneer Woman Mercantile. The restaurant is there too, and it was so good, especially for a woman who's pregnant. Mac and cheese as appetizers, biscuits, fresh fruit juices. So I think I had blueberry and my husband had lemonade. I didn't take a picture of our dinner. I got 2 plates. The pickles. Oh my gosh. If you love pickles, I don't know what she does, but they were so good. What she pickles them in, like the vinegar. Oh, so delicious. That's what we did for anniversary. And then my daughter loves popcorn. Here, I'll show you. And so I had to take a picture of this because the bag is almost the size of her. And then right here were her first flowers that she ever picked for me. So I already did this layout back in 2019. I had my ultrasound of like if we were having a boy or girl. And of course it was a girl. But I thought I was going to document in 8.5 by 11. And then that didn't end up happening. So I got this paper from Carousel, I think, and cut it. And then I just kind of frayed the edges. This wasn't a part of it, but I had to make it a part of it so it could fit right in a 12 by 12. So anyways, this is new though. This is my pregnancy announcement to the whole world. So first I did my family and then I waited until I was 14 weeks. By that I mean like on Facebook and Instagram. And this is the announcement that we used. This collection is from Baby M from Laura Ballora. Late to the party on this one. I don't have everything. So I had to bring in some florals from Maggie Holmes. And they go well. The teal is just slightly brighter than this color right here. Very, very pretty. Just really simple. I made this one. I just loved it when she would want to put her hands on my belly and hear baby sister. Baby M is a Spanish collection, so there are phrases in Spanish. And then these puffies are from Hobby Lobby, and then this is from Joann's. I love block alphas, square alphas. Then I did another layout, and this was when we found out she was a girl. And we went to the Cheesecake Factory, and the waitress found out that we were celebrating that it was a girl, and so she brought out this chocolate pudding with whipped cream and a candle to celebrate that my daughter was going to be a big sister, which I thought was super special and sweet of her to do. We did not tell her to do that. And this is actually a 12 by 12 sheet that she has in the collection full of all these phrases, and I cut them out, added some cardstock that would match mustard brown to put behind it so it could pop out. So some words are on foam to just give it some dimension. And then I did fray some of the words to give it some texture. This is vellum. This is some trim, frayed background cardstock, a tag. This is just embroidery thread. And then these are the chippered pieces from that collection. Again, it's from Baby M, from Laura Ballora, and I love it. Christmas. And then y'all know this. I had this one on my Instagram. I made it in 2018. I was 5 months pregnant, and this is Easter using Sweet Story. I kind of had trouble with this one. This is a hip kit, so this is not Sweet Story. But I thought it was cute because there's 3 in the nest, and right now there's like 3 of us. Of course, there's a 4th one in there. I don't have the chipboard from Sweet Story, I don't think. So I did have to prop some of these on foam to give some dimension there. I love these little acetate paper clips. Super cute. An Easter layout made. All of this is Happy Blooms. Simple Stories has a lot of 4x6 vertical cards, which I find funny because most of us use 6x4s horizontal. So I wish they would change that. But anyway, lots of fussy cutting here, obviously, because there's not a lot of chipboard, I don't think, or like the chipboard's really big. So I wanted to do it smaller. Yeah, her first Easter basket. Not her first one, but one where she actually knew what an Easter basket was. She's 2.5. I love this bunny one. I put a bow there. The tradition of cascarones. Sorry, y'all. She's in training pants, and so I don't want that on YouTube. Us dyeing the eggs and the journaling of all that, and then Easter lunch, which is one of my favorites. Easter is probably one of my favorite holidays, if not my favorite. There's just something about that new day, and also the winter ending and spring coming. It just reminds me so much of Jesus. I just love Easter. And then we went on a trip to Ohio. Our friend Henry caught this photo of my husband and I. It's very rare that we were able to both be in the service. Either he is preaching or I am in the nursery. A mom offered to take care of my daughter so that I could sit in the service. Thought that was so kind of her to do. And so we both got to sit in the service. My sister takes me out for some burgers because that is one thing that I craved a lot when I was pregnant, was burgers, milkshakes, and aguas frescas. As soon as watermelon season was in, I was like, yes, juicing those watermelons so much. I don't know how kids could sleep like that. Like, I couldn't do it. And then we're in May. So April was longer because of all those announcements. 23 weeks pregnant, Cinco de Mayo, Mother's Day, little mealies. Oh my gosh, look at that sweet face. And my husband. So this is using Maggie Holmes' Chasing Dreams. Love the flowers. It just went really well with the photos, the reds and the peaches and then the yellows. And then this is something that I printed out on my phone. It is from Psalms, and it says, I would have lost heart unless I had believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. It's one of my favorite. It's a scripture I held on to. There's a lot more to go with that story, and so I journaled it here. Just made like a little pocket, and I could take it out if I wanted to, and try to put it to where it's not blocking us. This is the back. This is the end of May. Trips to the zoo. Look at that face. So cute. This is from Chasing Dreams, I think. Yeah. This is from Pebbles. May 2019 was pretty historic for Tulsa because there was a flood. It rained 8 inches in 3 days, and that's usually what we get in 1 month, and that's usually the tornado season. That's not including like off and on rain before and after. The Arkansas River runs through Tulsa, so that was full because the dams couldn't hold no more, so they were releasing water into the river, and the river was super full. All the creeks and the lakes in the city were also getting so full, and some are overflowing. So here's a picture that I found on Google. This right here is a parking lot, and it's completely flooded. And right here you have to drive to get to and fro the city. Here's the famous park gathering place. Right here is where you have to drive, and right here it's already flooded. So it got scary for a moment there. Here is our neighborhood. Up to here is where the property ends of where we were renting, and right there is where it stopped. So our neighbors were just flooded in, some even up to their knees. And there's one house they had completely had to gut out the flooring and put in a new AC unit because it was just ruined. Took a picture of my husband and my daughters right here. And this picture describes us because summer was just beginning. And so my daughter wanted to do all these summer fun things, but we had to wait because there was just so much flooding and a lot of things were shut down. Couldn't access them or they were in repair. So get out the $5 pool from Walmart and do the best we can. Now, and I did end up keeping this in 8 by 10. I just added a few things here because there was nothing here and I felt like this space was all empty, so I added some baby M things. And then I added some little gems up here. And this is new. This is something I made. And these are some pics that were sent to us. So adorable. The day he was born. Little you from crepe paper. This is just a label from my stash. Okay, so that makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 lamps. So I need to finish June and start on July, and I'll be right on track. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this flip through. I feel like it's kind of realistic because I'm not on a design team. I don't have deadlines, but I still have this progress to show. With that, I'm gonna say goodbye.